I didn't do the thing. I gotta do the thing. Give me a moment. Bah. Now I'm in the right spot. How's it going, everybody? It's me. It's Trash. I changed the focal length on this, so now I zoom in a little bit further if I lean forward. But, hi. Music is a little loud for me, so I'm gonna turn it down for myself real quick. But today's stream is gonna be a little bit different. All right, we got plans for things. All right, I asked for you guys' help, and what we came up with was thanks to BB, who was probably already here lurking. I asked in the Discord. I was like, hey, what should we do on tonight's stream? And BB was like, let's watch spooky videos. And I was like, I am down. So that's what we're gonna do tonight. We're gonna hop onto the YouTube, and we're gonna sit down and dissect spooky videos as we go through it all. Now, I'm thinking we're gonna go through Nuke's top 5 to start, because that's always a reliable one. His content's pretty good. I like his stuff. So, funny thing is, I don't think I've subscribed to him now that I think about it. Let me check. You know how funny it'd be if I watch his stuff, but I'm not subbed? I'm not subscribed. Oh my god. How am I not subscribed to Nuke? Yeah, so we're going to be watching videos from Nuke's top 5. Because he puts together a lot of videos, and they're fairly long, and, you know, his stuff's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like it. As you can see, the overlays are still the ones that we made last time. There's a few things I want to change about them. Now I'm looking at them, I want to change up some things. I want to use, like, different colors of blue, you know, like different shades. I want to make sure that the glow on it's a little bit more, how do I want to, apparent, so you can actually see it. And yeah, that's going to be the plan. I'm going to make the glow on it a little bit better. And then, yeah, like there's a few things I want to do. I want to add some animation. I've got a few ideas for what I want to do. You guys already know about, like, the different types of alerts, how those will pop up, how I want them to look. So that'll be something. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a little scared of how much effort it's gonna take, but I think we can do it. Hey, how's it going, Cam? Hey, Mouse, how you doing, homie? I'm doing pretty okay. How about you, K9? You know what I forgot? Same thing I always forget. I forgot to close my vent. I'm gonna do that real quick. Before that kicks on and you guys just hear wind in the microphone. Gotta get comfy in my chair. I can't get comfy. Oh, I'm jumping around. I'm all over the place. Don't mind me. All right. So, also, as you guys can see, bottom left, we still have that goal for $11, and we get the new mouse ears. We'll go buy those. I'm good, bud. How's things with you? I'm not dead. You know, like I'm on an upswing right now, so I'm pretty stoked about that. I don't know if it was last stream. I'm pretty sure it was last stream. We had a very generous tip from Gecky, and we were able to afford both my phone bill and the goal that we had prior to that, of which was being able to get the cords for my drawing tablet that my friend gave me, because she was like, it should work. I don't know if it will, but I couldn't get it to work. I had some issues, so I just bought a Cintiq, and I was like, oh, okay. And this is an XP pen with the screen on it, so it's pretty much a Cintiq. And they've got really good reviews. So in theory, we'll have a drawing tablet that I can do digital art on. And if it doesn't work for that, at the very minimum, I have got a new monitor. And that'll be cool. The new computer should be arriving at Frosted Frix's place by Wednesday. And then it'll just be figuring out when he has spare time to come and visit me to drop it off. And then I'll have the new PC as well. So yeah, we're on a bit of an upswing on things. My mental health is starting to come together a little bit more. I've been trying to keep myself in good spirits. I mean, my health isn't doing too great, but that's nothing new. But you know what? We're staying positive. All right, we're doing good. That's we got to stay doing good. I also made a very long spreadsheet thing yesterday, of how I plan to grow my content this year. And what I want to refocus on. I've cut back on how I want to do streams a little bit, so they're gonna be they're starting at 7 as normal, but I think instead of 3 hours I'll probably do 2-hour streams. just so I've got more time to be able to have for myself, to be able to not burn out. And I also want to get back into making YouTube videos. I've missed making YouTube videos, so I want to start making a lot of them. And then hopefully that'll also help me get back into wanting to make TikToks, because right now I'm just kind of, I'm bored of TikTok. I'm not, but I am. Like, you know, I want to, I gotta refocus a bit, you know. I gotta recenter myself on what I want to do. So yeah, but you know what, I've got a plan. I've got everything structured out. I have some goals for this year. One of the goals that I have is to get 10,000 followers on Twitter, which sounds like a lot, but I'm already at 1,800. So I only got to get 8,000 more, 8,200. But I went from 500-ish to 1,800 in the span of a month. So I feel like by the end of 2023, I should be able to do well enough to be able to get to 10,000. That is just a minor goal. Now, I don't normally focus on numbers at all, right? I don't think numbers are important unless you're looking at your analytics. And even then, most people only look at like, oh man, what was my average viewers? Did I get any followers? How many subs did I get? It's like, nah, man, you got to look at other stuff. You got to look at like unique chatters. You got to look at where people are from, what prime time people were actually watching, and all these other things. What's up, BB? We're taking your plan and we're doing it today. So I'm starting to learn a lot of things. I'm doing some more research into other stuff, and I'm making this year my year. I don't care. I'm doing it. All right. Another goal I have for this year is I want to get really good at making 3D models. So I feel with the drawing tablet, I'll be able to learn how to do texturing. And I am going to sit down probably start of February. Once I got the new PC. So hopefully start of February. I will be brain work. Or at least somewhere around the start of February. I want to get Blender and I want to learn how to make like custom models. Like I like VRoid, don't get me wrong. I feel like there's a lot I can do with VRoid as a starting base. But from there, I want to expand. And I want to eventually get really good at making 3D models. So that is one of my goals this year, is get good at making 3D models, get good at I wouldn't say good at digital art, but I want to get better at digital art because I have no experience. Well, I do, but not much. So I want to have a decent skill level, like a passable skill level by the end of the year. I want to get myself up to, I want to have 5 times the followers I currently have on Twitter. And I'm gonna focus on making YouTube videos. My goal is 1 video a week, but I've got a lot of plans. Here. I'll bring it up and I will read off what my plan is. Okay. So I've got it's right here. All right. So I actually have like a whole guide that I've set up for myself, and it will be available if anyone else wants to do this as well. I have a blank version of the guide that doesn't have my information in it as well. So if anyone wants that, I can send that to them. Sorry to dip so soon, but it is very late and I gotta be up early tomorrow. Hope you have a great stream, bud. See you around. I love you, K9. Have a good sleep, my friend. I hope to see you more often. I'm sorry that my stream timing doesn't work out with you as well anymore. But it's always nice seeing you, buddy. And be active in the Discord. Come say hi to us once in a while, okay? All right. So what I've realized about the way I do my content is I treat streaming like it's my main platform. And it shouldn't be. It really should not be my main platform. My main platform should be like YouTube and TikTok, right? You bought Chick-fil-A. You bought Chick-fil-A and you didn't buy me nothing. Oh my God. And here I am hungry. Shaking my head. Can't believe you. But yeah, so I realized that it's like a funnel, right? I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos. So if any of this sounds familiar, you've probably seen the same videos as me. But it's a funnel, right? And like the top of the funnel is like what should be your main platform, right? In my defense, I stole the money. God damn it, Cam. Yeah, your main platform should be the top of the funnel, and streaming is the middle. So I need to like create content on like platforms that I actually use, right? And I feel like I diversify myself a little bit too much, which normally for me is fine, but at the same time, why am I posting content on platforms that I don't fully understand? Like, to me, that just doesn't make any sense, right? And I don't know why I was doing that, right? Like, I understand Facebook, don't get me wrong. I actually have more followers on Facebook than I have on all of my other platforms combined. But that's my IRL stuff, not my VTuber stuff, right? And it's pretty much just shit posting. So why am I posting on Facebook if that's not a platform that I actively use for my content? I use that just for my shit posting. But maybe I'll, in the future, I can use that as the next step, right? Like another thing I can expand into, because I understand it. I just don't use it for VTubing, or I'm not using it for VTubing correctly, right? I just schedule posts and I don't do anything. But like, I don't interact on it from my VTuber account, so why would I use it, right? So I'm scratching Facebook out of what I use, right? On top of that, Instagram. I don't really use Instagram. I mean, it's not much different than Facebook or Twitter or TikTok, even with like the shorts type thing. You know, I call them shorts because I'm so used to YouTube now. The reels, right? But why? I don't use Instagram. Why am I posting on it? You know, why am I spending time on that when I'm not focusing on it, right? I don't know how, like, I know how the platform works, right? I have an entire spreadsheet on how it works. I made that spreadsheet, but I don't use it. So what's the point, right? So I'm crossing that out of things I'm working on, right? Why would I care about that, right? My main platforms are YouTube, TikTok, and Twitter. So I should be focusing on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitter. Twitter I've got down pat, obviously, if I am able to get 1,300 new followers in the span of a month. After 10 years, I only made it to 500. You know, I think I got that one down, and I enjoy Twitter a lot more now. And I consume YouTube content, like, a lot. So I might as well do that. And then I spend a lot of time on TikTok. So why don't I just make those my 3 main platforms, right? And on top of that, you guys know I know how to keep talking, right? Like, I'm able to make it so there's no dead air when I'm talking. But I found that when I start gaming, I space out. So if I say maybe do like gaming YouTube videos, I have the Let's Play channel. So why don't I do that? Because it'll teach me to keep vocalizing while recording, right? And then I don't even have chat to try and interact with. So I'll get good at doing it again. Because for those who don't know, I was making YouTube videos ever since I was like 10 years old. But they weren't really YouTube videos. They were just little Windows Movie Maker videos of stop motion Lego battles that I took with a camera. And then I'd move one piece and then I'd take another picture from the same spot. And like, you know, I was a little kid, right? And I did like Let's Plays as like a teenager and into my early 20s. I ended up stopping that because it was with a group and then we just kind of stopped. Lego battle? Yeah. Little 10-year-old me would take like his like the Darth Vader one, and I'd have like a Chewbacca, and then they'd be fighting like an Indiana Jones, and it was just like this weird Lego map that I made on those big flat planes, right? And I just take one picture, move a piece or two, and then take another picture. It was not good. Like, I was 10, all right? Like, no, it was not good. But I've been working on content creation pretty much my entire life, right? Like, since I was able to figure out what it was. So, you know, I need to not do that, you know, or not do that. I need to, I'm not going to make Lego fucking videos for you guys. Hey, what's up, Shogun? How you doing? So I figure, why do I focus on Twitch the most when I have more experience in YouTube, but I'm falling out of practice? Doing good, sir. I'm glad to hear that, homie. I'm really glad to hear that. So why focus on streaming only when I'm doing pretty okay. I'm just quickly going over my goals for this year, my plans for this year, and then we will be getting into watching some spooky videos. So I think I'm doing pretty okay. I'm on an upswing right now, so, and I'm not having a bad day, so yeah. But yeah, so I want to make YouTube my main platform again, and a lot of you guys know that I'm actually streaming on YouTube right now as well as Twitch. So if you are at all interested, you can always stop by there. You know, drop a sub, you know, have fun. You know, the streams are always recorded. The VOD is on there. I post shorts almost daily. I'm taking a bit of a break right now because I again had a slight burnout. So I'm resetting myself and getting there. It's good to hear. Check it out. Oh, thank you. !_ links, and you can find my website. And then there's the tab, and it shows you all my YouTube channels. But yeah, so I want to get back and doing some Let's Plays. I don't care if people watch it or not. It's for me. The Let's Plays are going to be for me to recenter myself on talking, you know, without there being people around. And I want to get back into making my how-to videos that help people out. Another goal this year that I have is I really want to make those songs. Like, I've been singing on these songs for over a year and a half, right? Like, I've had them recorded twice and my computer messed up. So once I got the new PC, that's the goal. Sriracha bottle almost ejaculated all over the place while I'm trying to dine out some chicken wings. Everybody in here with chicken. Man, I don't even like chicken and I'm jealous. My life flashed before my eyes in that moment. Oh no. But yeah, so YouTube and TikTok and Twitter are going to be the top of the funnel. That's where I'm going to try and make the most content. And for those that follow me on Twitter, you guys know that I make helpful threads fairly often of like resources that you can use for your streams, right? So I can repurpose that into YouTube videos as well, right? Maybe not necessarily like free assets, but like the because like that might change in the future, right? But things like where you can get free audio that you can use, like maybe a video I could do is I have been censored. Like I could show where you can get sound effects to use for your streams, right? And show like there's obviously everyone uses the sound alerts, right? Of which, you know, requires people to use bits or channel points, or you can even list it as free. But, you know, that's an integration that you can put into your stream. But then you can also have like a soundboard. And where can you get info from that? You know, like where would I grab all of those audio snippets? So I can make a video on that. Another one could be like where you can get free music for your streams that isn't gonna hit you with the DMCA, right? So like, and I've made a thread about that recently. So I can repurpose a lot of those Twitter threads into YouTube videos, you know? So why don't I? That's just one more thing to add to YouTube. And then eventually I want to get back into doing more of my IRL content, which is actually more centered around what we're going to be doing tonight on stream, of involving the paranormal, because that's mostly what I do. But my YouTube, I want to make it into, maybe I'll do reviews for things. Maybe I'll do building something, you know, like just having fun with stuff. No real plan for it, you know? I also really want to like have more clips. Like I want to sit down after my streams, if they're going to be like a gaming stream or something, or a content idea type stream, I can clip things and turn that into videos, right? Also, it does help if you guys clip things. That makes my life a little bit easier, but you know how it goes. Not everyone is either able to because they're on like mobile and it's just not a fun time trying to clip something on mobile, or they feel like they're not good at clipping. Any clip is a good clip, by the way, because I can use that, you know? But I figure YouTube, TikTok, and Twitter will be my main platforms, and I need to work on that, right? And then streaming is actually the middle of the funnel. This is like supplementary content, you know, like this is you and I actually get to have like a one-on-one. We can actually like talk, you know, even though it's not really a one-on-one, but you know what I'm saying, right? There's like that connection that YouTube videos don't have, right? And if you guys had questions, you could ask, right? Or, you know, as we usually do, we just kind of goof around and have a good time. But it's also a spot where I can, again, repurpose content, like taking those clips, you know? And at the bottom of the funnel, of course, is the Discord. I've realized that it's not that I neglect the server. I just mostly shitpost in it, the same as I do on Facebook. So I want to be more active in that. And, you know, if you guys are also active in it, it also helps with that. But no one's going to be active in the Discord if I'm not active in it, right? Like, no one wants to sit there and be like, hey, we're the only ones commenting and doing stuff in here. Why is the creator not, you know? So I need to focus on that a little bit. And I was thinking, like, for YouTube, what do I mostly consume on that platform, right? And for me, it's how-tos, gaming videos, music, and like lore videos. So what can I take and learn from that, right? So obviously I know how to make how-tos. That's what my branding originally was when I was making YouTube videos on here, or at least in relation to Trash Mouse, not my previous accounts that I've had, right? And then gaming, I've got a gaming YouTube channel. I can do that, right? Music, you guys already know. I used to be a musician. Like, I used to be a vocalist before I tore my vocal folds. And then lore, I think it's more just the way that lore videos, I like it, right? So maybe I'll use that and I'll watch a bunch of them and I'll learn how they speak. And then I can use that in order to fix the way that I talk, right? To make it more appealing to people. But what do I watch on TikTok? Well, on TikTok, over on TikTok, I mostly watch like VTuber skits, or I watch like funny moments. So why don't I focus my TikTok content around that? You know, boosted. Thank you, Dante. I've been boosted. And then on Twitter, what do I mostly consume? That would be art and memes. But why don't I, once I start getting into digital art again with this new drawing tablet, why don't I start making art? I can post that. And then why not make custom memes? Like you guys have seen some of the memes I've made in the past. They're not that bad. So I could post memes, and I find that those do pretty well. So I could do that, and that's just things that I consume, but I'm still going to make those helpful threads as well, you know? I also went into, like, this whole spreadsheet has a lot of info on it, right? And it goes into how long are the videos that I normally watch. And then, again, mentioning why make content on a platform I don't use and I'm unfamiliar with. Stick to what I know, right? Like, yes, I have an Instagram. Yes, I know how to post on Instagram. I just don't consume Instagram that much, so why would I post there, right? Then there's also like for YouTube video creation, right? And how I should be making my videos. So like picking my niches, how I want to do stuff. So I sit down, like, what creators do I like and why do I enjoy their content? So I listed some for how-to videos. I listed some for music videos. I listed some for like VTuber moments and just gaming videos. Because I feel like VTuber funny moments and gaming videos will have a lot in relation to each other that I can work into a video. You know? Ugh, I got a string down my back. So I can use, like, I list off creators and I list down what do I like from their content. How can I do that? So I've done that. I've set it all aside for me to be able to use in the future. And then I write down what can I do similarly to those creators. So for how-to videos, music, and my VTuber funny moments videos that I want to do, I can list the different things that I want to use for it. And there's like a whole lot to it, even like a basic YouTube video structure, mistakes to avoid, and then it even goes into the next thing, which is streaming, and how I should structure my streams. So I'm sure you guys have noticed this stream is a little bit different than our normal ones, right? We're going to be watching videos today, and yet we're just talking. It's been almost a half hour and we're just talking. See what I mean? Like, I'm structuring things a little bit differently. I want to work on things a little bit better. And then there's also like changing it, like how to synchronize all my branding, my overlays, placement of things, you know. Like, for example, in the top left corner, the Twitch thumbnail will say live, and in the bottom left corner, it will say your viewer count. So I don't have anything of overall importance to the stream in either of those spots. Where it says live, it would actually technically be framed. And in the bottom left, I just have the goal of which is completely okay to be hidden by a viewer count, right? Because that's just, you know, a little thing that we have there. That's not an overly important part. It's not like the focus of the stream. Chat and the model are. So those are the main focus of the stream, and they're in the center, not covered by anything. And then there's also like panels and whatnot. I think my panels look okay. I might redo them with the new theme that I'm going with though. And then on top of that, there's also like tips for Discord. So I feel like when I made this, it'll be very helpful for other creators as well. So if you're a content creator yourself and you would like the blank version of this, feel free to let me know in the Discord and I will send you the link to it. Okay? now that I've gotten over all that, I've told you guys what my plans are for this year, of which, if we go over it one more time, it is to get 5 times the amount of followers I currently have on Twitter. My goal is to have that by the end of the year. I think I'll have that, you know what, probably in the next few months. I'm going to focus on it, so maybe in the next few months. On top of that, there's going to be constant YouTube content coming out. I'll work on my Let's Plays, which will be on the Let's Play channel, which is Trash Plays. And then I want to have my how-to videos on my main channel. Now, I do really like doing horror narration. I just find that I get bored when doing it sometimes. So maybe I'll do that. My plan is to have 3 videos of that a week, but maybe I'll do 1 a week just to cut back on it. Another goal that I have is to have like daily uploads for both YouTube Shorts and TikTok. I did have it going on Instagram Reels, but I don't really need it. So why, right? I don't use Instagram. Why post on Instagram? I have Facebook. I don't really post on my VTuber related stuff. I'm hoping that within the next year or so, I will be able to be in a position that I can hire editors and maybe even a manager. And with that, I can have help. And then I don't need to focus on doing everything myself. Now, one last thing that I would like to talk about before we actually get into our videos. I'm sorry, I know. I just said we were gonna, and then I did this. Some of you guys are interested in seeing the things that I want to get for my setup. And I updated my throne. And now it has more of the things that I plan on buying. So if you are at all interested in seeing the things that I'm planning to get for my setup, if you do !throne, you will be able to check, and everything that I've added is in the tech section. And I'm gonna have a fancy setup. That's my plan. I want a fancy setup. So that's my goals for this year, is to buy everything that is in the tech section of my throne. Alright, so now let's pause this music and we will get into watching our videos. Now, don't mind that the overlays are going to change. I didn't make one for the like watching stuff when it's still the old style. But let's take a look over at this, alright? Alright, and now I believe it was this one. Yes. This is the one that I said it is, I think, maybe. Or is it this one? No. Something seems off. What is wrong with this? Give me a moment. Something's wrong with how I literally had this set up before. Let me just Alright. Actually, one moment. I've got a cough. I'm sorry. Okay. Now we're back. Sorry about that. Rainbow trash. I have been made into a rainbow. So, what should we watch? Let's go with, maybe the top 20 scariest ghost videos of the year. Why not, right? Or do we want to watch the ghost videos of the year? Let's watch the ghost videos of the year. Alright. And we're going to be pausing it and dissecting it as we go along as well. If it feels like loading, that is. It apparently does not feel like loading. Oh, it unfull screened itself for some reason. Now we wait. Yes, now we wait. Alright, let me know if the audio is too quiet too. Alright. What?
20 scariest TikTok ghost videos of the year.
Yeah, that looks quiet.
TikTok user DarkSecret37 is a mother from the Philippines currently living in Japan with her 2 sons. One evening in the spring when the sakura tree trees are in full bloom. The two boys make a video with one of their friends filming. What happens next is truly bizarre.
Alright, let's see. I'm sorry, what? There's an arm around his leg. Okay, that's a little, ooh, a little spooky.
Did you see it?
What?
A hand.
That is so creepy. What? And there's not even like an arm behind it on the like his right, our left, between it and the tree. What the?
Boy's legs. The guy who's recording is shocked and hurries over to inspect the area around the two boys. But there's nothing and no one there. Some Japanese TikTok commenters believe that long ago someone was buried on the spot where the sakura tree now stands, and that the restless spirit tried to reach out to the children. Literally.
That is freaky. I honestly, if I saw that, I think I'd be like, okay, it's fight mode. Where's this ghost at? You know, like that. No, did not like that one bit.
But what do you think this creepy hand could be? Is it real or just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
I mean, it's possible that it's a hoax, but it is definitely creepy.
On camera. TikTok user Summer, who is a mother of two, lives in a small house in an old town in rural Georgia. Late one night, Summer takes her phone out to record a quick video in her backyard. But she immediately notices something that is absolutely unnerving.
That's never good. You're like, I'm gonna go and take a video of my backyard. These things are like, I like the flowers in my garden at this time of night. It looks nice. And then something spooky happens. That is not something that you want. Not at all.
Y'all, I am in my yard. Watch my face. This is not an app doing this. This is my yard. The church is behind me. Watch my face. Church, you can see straight through me. I kid you not. Look at this. Whoa.
This looks like poor camera quality.
On camera, Summer's face seems to twist and distort into something.
Like, that just looks like a lighting thing. So, again, I like to dissect and, like, debunk anything, right? So, all I'm seeing is there's a light behind her. So, you'd be like, oh no, it can't be lighting. But it's probably just reflecting off of her phone. And clearly the phone camera quality is not going to be amazing because it's nighttime. The lighting isn't good. But it's also possible that she does not have a great phone. So the pixels and everything are getting like messed up and it's moving, so there's gonna be blur. Like, I don't really see this as anything like spooky per se. This is just camera being in bad lighting and not super high pixel count.
Unrecognizable as she simply moves around in her own backyard. Summer
And the
says
transparent thing is just the camera filling in as she moves. Like, that's all. Yeah, it never stops moving the camera too, yeah.
she's deeply worried that the strange old church across the street might be the cause of the creepy occurrence. She attempts to find information about the history of the old church, but she hits a dead end.
You know, that's another thing that is smart if you think something is going on. If you are near, like, a religious grounds of any kind, and I'm not saying, like, the church is bad by any means, right? Like, there's pros and cons to literally any form of religion or practice, all right? But there's lots of cases, not always, but there are lots of cases in the world of churches being a front for a cult, right? So if there is something paranormal going on, looking and researching into something that is literally across the street and you can't find info on it is a bit of a red flag. I still don't think with the information that we've gotten so far that this is a paranormal thing that she's dealing with, but that is the same route that I would take if I thought there was something.
And is left with no answers. So did Summer catch a bizarre paranormal visual disturbance on camera? Or
But like, if you look at where it is, it's literally right when the camera is, or the light is directly behind her. So the camera from the phone, all right, we're just assuming it's like a typical smartphone with a glass screen, right? It's just reflecting the light onto her face, and the camera's quality isn't great. Add to that, low lighting is going to mess up stuff, and the movement, not going to be super helpful.
what is going on here? Meanwhile, on TikTok.
More than 150 years old, the 𝐂𝐚𝐭 house is known for its ghost stories. A family that lived here for close to 20 years says there's no question this place was haunted.
On Halloween night, paranormal investigation team Paranosis hosts a live event on their TikTok page as they investigate the allegedly haunted 𝐂𝐚𝐭 house in Bountiful, Utah. The historic home was built in 1859 and was the home of Mormon pioneer 𝐂𝐚𝐭 and his 5 wives.
I don't have a comment on that.
It is said that 𝐂𝐚𝐿 was a cruel man and would lock his wives in the basement if they did not obey him. He eventually...
I now have a comment on that. Bro, what the hell? Why? What is wrong with you? They're people.
passed away inside the home. 84 years later, it is said that Ted Bundy kidnapped and held a woman in the 𝐂𝐚𝐭 home before taking her life.
This is not a good house to be in. Like, at all. If you're the original tenants or anyone else after.
Lead investigator Bennett Rain and her team are broadcasting live outside the house when suddenly they all see something absolutely terrifying.
Okay, now before we see what it is, I do want to say, as a fellow content creator, and as someone whose IRL TikTok is based around the paranormal, I want to give the benefit of the doubt. Alright. But you're creating content. Now, some people are just interested to see, even if nothing happened, they got to see the video of it, yeah. And I know I personally would not fake anything for content when I'm doing anything related to the paranormal. I don't know these creators. I don't know how they are outside of their content, because obviously, when we create content, we are putting on a persona. Believe it or not, I do not have mouse ears in real life. I know. I also don't have face tattoos. Kinda crazy, I know. My hair, also not white. I'm sorry. But with IRL content, personally, I will not try to make something that isn't there, because I believe that gets rid of all of your reputation, reputability, and if people believe you. Again, I don't know these creators, but I could see that as an option that someone might do. How could you done this trash? We're canceling you. I'm uncancelable. Everyone already knows I'm a piece of shit. But I can see it being an option for some, right? I will give the benefit of the doubt, though, and believe that they are the same as me in that regard, where they aren't going to fake content. So, a 1 out of 10 gamer. Okay, alright, hold on. We gotta address that.
Are you always this pathetic?
Alright, so now let's watch this.
What?
There's like a knock on that sounded like a knock on a window or something.
I'm done. I can't.
Okay, that right there. If someone says, like, let's say that you are urban exploring, or you're going to a haunted location. If someone says that they can't, you all leave. Alright. whether or not the person's a scaredy cat or not, blah, 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 blah. They need, if they're going to be part of your group, you need to make sure that you care about them. And if someone can't do something or they are uncomfortable, you as a group leave together. You don't send them home alone. You don't send them off with one person. As a group, you leave. If you want to come back another time without them, that is up for something that you and your group should discuss. However, I do not think that it is appropriate to send someone by themselves home. And you should always trust the gut feeling of somebody, because some people are more sensitive to things than others. All right. Also, how's it going, show?
Freaking, that's where it was trying to
Dude.
What?
Look at it. Look at it.
Oh, it is the freaking ceiling.
What?
Freaking, that's where it was trying to
Dude.
What?
Look at it. Look at it.
Oh, it is the freaking ceiling. Here's someone talking. There's some girls out in the front.
The movement looked a little odd. That looked like a small ladder that was just kind of jumping around. But I don't know. Like, obviously, a human can move it that way. And the angle makes it so you wouldn't be able to see them. But it does seem very erratic and strange movement for a human to move it. And that's assuming that it's made out of wood and it's actually a heavy wood by any means. Because most ladders would be.
Okay, that's the freaking ceiling. Freaking. I don't know.
Okay, but we also don't know the distance of that to the window. So we don't know if it's actually at the ceiling or not.
Oh. What?
There was a thing like smashing up against the glass. Oh my god.
Was that in the front? Was that the front of the
Oh my god.
was that in the front? Was that the front?
I really hope that's just someone's reaction and not the noise from that building.
Front of the freaking house? What was that?
The window.
It's coming from inside. It hit the.
Oh my god.
This has been happening the whole time. These guys were in there.
That's been happening the whole time?
You were in
Yeah.
there.
Somebody's been banging on the window and the door.
I don't know. A part of me wants to believe it. But we know that they're content creators. And it does seem a little too perfect for everything to be lining up this way.
We got it on video too.
See, that's another thing. Yeah, show, you're right. Like, it does seem like they're purposely avoiding
Okay.
if someone
I
were to be
think
walking past the
I'm
window or
done.
something.
I need to get. What the hell? Is that gonna break the?
You know, the reaction also seems a little odd. As someone that was scared and don't want to be there, why are you going back towards it? And why are you talking so calmly now? Like, obviously, she sounds a little rattled, but it sounds a little too calm for my liking. Yeah, exactly, Dante.
I don't know. Is that coming from upstairs or downstairs?
I don't know. It
Okay.
just seems like, as someone that was
think-
scared,
Okay,
she's
that's the
sticking a little
freaking-
too
I'm
close to that
done.
building.
Okay,
We gotta go in.
you're gonna go in?
Yeah, let's go in.
Why would you go in when the freaking house is falling apart?
The remains of a bed frame fly up towards the
Remains
ceiling.
of a bed
The
frame.
shocked investigators
Okay,
quickly
so it wasn't a
head
wooden
inside to
ladder.
investigate.
This is, I think this is where the banging was coming from. This is for sure, look. Look at that. That's what I saw flying around.
Okay, so that is obviously very light. So it could have easily been moving. And they said it was near the ceiling.
I saw that in the window.
That would not be hard to move from, with how long that arm is, or leg, I guess. You could like hold it outside the frame of the window and move it around. So I'm not overly inclined to believe this, as much as I want to. At the same time, they are content creators.
Now, this terrifying event was all captured live.
You know what I mean? It just looks like they were wiggling it back and forth. At first, I thought that was a ladder, and it was like a far distance, but really it's something small, so it was right in front of the window. So they knew that they weren't going to be seen. So I'm not inclined to believe this one.
And fans of the Paranosis team shared their recordings of the investigation on TikTok.
But you see where that leg would have been? The person would be standing like right here. So
what makes
it doesn't go in line with it at all, so you wouldn't even... No, I'm not inclined to believe this one.
The footage even more compelling is that paranormal fan Ashley came along on the investigation, and she too captured chilling footage of the Anson call home.
Oh my gosh. No. Oh my gosh. There's the neighbor. There's the neighbor. Oh my gosh.
Do you guys?
Yeah, exactly, show. Exactly. Like, it's probably possible that someone was in there and they went out the back, as it took them this long to go back and forth. And they were clearly talking loud enough that anyone inside would have heard them.
You see stuff a lot? Like,
not really. I just hear things in my bedroom.
That's crazy. Nah.
Because I live, like, my bedroom's like right on this side right here.
Yeah. Oh! Where's the glass? Oh. Oh my god. Yeah, yeah, the neighbor came over and was like, I know. Are there people in there? And they're like, someone's knocking on our... And I was like, no, like, I think it might be the vibration from this. The kid that came up to us, he lives...
Alright. Go into this with a regular spotlight style torch and get the largest light beam. It just sounds like someone tossing shit around. Yeah, it did honestly sound like something. But to be fair, a poltergeist is just something getting tossed around, so... but yeah, definitely get like a good light. Like, I have a flashlight that it literally turns nighttime to daytime, and it was not that expensive. So, like, it was pricey for a flashlight, but I think it was only like $40. So, and I'm not kidding when it turns nighttime to daytime.
Next door,
well, on a tight
and
setting.
He was saying that he never sees anything, but he hears stuff all the time, and his window to his bedroom was right next to the house, and he said he hears stuff all the time. That's why he came out running. But
you know, here's the thing. I believe the neighbor. I'm sure that there's probably stuff that's going on in that building, because it's a known haunted place. But I don't think anything was happening that night that wasn't caused by the content creators that were doing it. You know what I mean? Because, like, it's a known haunted location, but, like, they're probably just stirring stuff up because, hey, we're here. Oh, man, we're catching stuff, you know? Again, I don't know these content creators. I don't know if they have a reputation for anything like that. I don't know them personally, so I don't know if they would fake it or not. But I know I personally would not fake anything when it comes to, like, trying to pick up anything paranormal, because I genuinely believe there's stuff out there, but I always try to debunk it as well, right? Because to me, it makes the most sense to debunk things before you just assume.
But they did say the neighbors on the right-hand side, like the opposite side of him, they always see women walking around upstairs where a lot of that banging was happening. So, no thanks.
Now, with so many witnesses to these paranormal events, it makes you wonder whether the Anson Call home might be truly haunted.
Hold on.
Paranormal events. It makes you wonder whether the Anson Call home might be truly
Yeah, okay, so the movement lines up with them grabbing near the top instead of the bottom of the leg with 2 hands. So watch its movement, alright? Because you see the bottom of the leg, but you don't see at the corner where it attaches, which is probably where the hand is. And if you were just shaking your arm violently back and forth, it would give it that wiggle.
Many witnesses to these paranormal events, it makes you wonder whether the Anson Call home might be truly haunted.
See what I mean? And that it looks like it was just let go. Now, of course, we don't see a hand there, but we also don't see the corner where the hand would be. So.
And someone or something from the other side was banging on the doors and windows in an attempt to get out. But as always, I leave that to you to decide. Before we move on to the next video, if you see anything that you think should be included in the top 5, contact us
Right,
at
to hide someone. Yeah, it's angled right to like hide someone, and also for them to be holding in a spot that allows
from the
them to
Netherlands posts on TikTok that she is worried about her youngest son. 2-year-old Mateo is playing in his room upstairs when Marika hears the boy yelling.
Oh, that is like a parent's worst fear too, right? It's something wrong with your kid. Like if something happens to your child. No.
She hurries upstairs to check on him, but everything seems fine. But when she looks at her security footage to see what the problem was, she is shocked.
That's not, no, that's supposed to protect them. It's not supposed to give you nightmares. Oh no, I'm afraid for this one. I'm sorry, what? Okay.
Is shocked.
So he's sitting there and he's playing with it. Okay, so he clearly throws it with his right hand. We see that. Because his hand was under the bottom, or I guess his hand was under this bar, right? So we can see his hand right here and he throws it. See, he threw it there. But clearly he got scared of something. Now, I'm not going to be the one that says, oh, little white dots. There is a white dot here. We did see one up here before as well. But, yeah, it's something freaked him out at least. Yeah, you saw like the dot going up this way. Now, I usually just assume that's dust. There are times where I've had those in pictures and I can't explain it because there wouldn't have been dust because I'm like out in the woods or something, right? There's not really much dust in the woods because it attaches to foliage. Fun fact, if you have like a vine or plants in your house will have a lot less dust because it attaches to the plants because they've got like something about them. I think it has to do with like static electricity or some shit. Somehow, some way with like them being alive, they got electrons that are moving and whatnot. So I think that's why, but I know that when we had a vine in our living room at our old place, like my parents' old place, sorry, that we never had dust. So if you've got like allergies to dust or something like that, get plants. Specifically get a vine that you can have wrap around the entire like ceiling. Not like crisscross, whatever, but just along like the walls at the top. And it gets rid of a lot of the dust. So, ghost orbs, we got ghost orbs. Yeah, see, I don't normally trust ghost orbs unless I'm like, I can't explain this one. So, being indoors in a kid's room, I could see there being dust. Like, there's a lot of those orbs, so I'm inclined to believe it's all dust. Oh, okay. It does look like he was pushed. Like, that doesn't look like a kid purposely leaning back. Like, that looks like he was pushed. Because if you watch his right arm, because you can't really see the left one when he goes down, it looks like he's bracing himself. You see? His elbow went back. Now, I believe she said that it was a 2-year-old. Generally, so if you've noticed, babies, they fall down when they go to walk. Us, when we go to walk, if we're gonna fall, we brace ourselves. Babies don't. A 2-year-old has lived long enough to have the experience to know to brace itself when it's falling. So, because it's probably walked before.
Mateo appears to be looking at and even arguing with someone or something that we can't see. Then the 2-year-old seems to be pushed backwards onto the floor. Now Marika says that Mateo is fine and was completely unharmed. But this is
Yeah, and like he was clearly confused there.
where the story takes a very strange turn. You see, Marika says that she was originally pregnant with triplets, but sadly the other 2 fetuses failed to develop, leaving only little Mateo. Marika believes that Mateo might be visited by the spirits of his unborn siblings. But
I'm not inclined to believe that, but alright.
what do you think happened to little Mateo? Let me know.
So, it's possible that there's some form of entity in that room. I don't know. I, again, want to debunk things before I start assuming. Right? I feel like the spirits of unborn siblings is just some fluff they added. Yeah, like, okay, so this might ruffle some jimmies, but that's not a thing. Okay? Your siblings are not going to come back because you were born and they weren't and then attack you. All right? And also, that's based off the assumption that we have spirits, right? Like, if you were to have, like, your own ghost, all right? Now, this gets a lot into, like, meta-type stuff, but assuming that there are spirits and they were able to do that, you would have to believe in reincarnation. Otherwise, they wouldn't have left heaven, right? Because generally people would be like, oh, heaven, this, that, whatever, right? Those won't be good angels or whatever, right? Not that you would become an angel if you went to heaven anyways, but you know what I mean. It would more than likely be a reincarnation thing, and if those spirits were real, they went somewhere else. They aren't bothering with this kid, right? They might not have been reincarnated yet, but they don't have control to come fuck with you. Now, if we were to look at, like, an entity of some kind that isn't a sibling or, you know, whatever, or a human spirit, right? There could be, well, I mean, there could be, like, negative energies, so like an evil spirit per se, which is not a demon. Demons are actually better to work with than any form of, or the most forms of supernatural stuff, because they're very apparent with what they want, and they're also less likely to trick you, contrary to popular belief. But a negative spirit is entirely different. So say that there were to be someone that was like a ghost, right? Like a poltergeist, whatever. Not a demon, a negative spirit. It is possible that, you know, someone with unfinished business or whatever and kept their spiritual pressure in this plane, like on our plane, in theory, could mess with somebody. I would have looked more into like the history of the home, of the land that you're on, and see if there was anyone that disliked children, that is now deceased, because that might be a way to go about it. So, or even just dislike people in general, but specifically children, I guess. But that's just more me looking into more than just, oh my god, it's the baby siblings that are mad at him. They came and pushed him over, and he's arguing with them. If they're siblings, they would probably be happy with him being around, be like, we're sorry that we can't be there with you, type thing, right? Because, like, they aren't baby spirits, you know, like, they've had this time, but they get the knowledge of the universe if they became part of the fucking ether, alright? That would just be me. Gonna haunt the shit out of everybody when I die. Oh god.
Demon down the hall. Supernatural investigator Cody Aaron says in his YouTube and TikTok videos that he doesn't believe that ghosts are real.
Good. Skeptics are what we need. Alright. I personally believe that shit's real. I'm skeptical of every encounter people tell me about. People that 100% don't believe it, they're the best because they're gonna be looking for an explanation. Alright? Even more so than me. Because I know that these things are real. But I'm, like any human, am prone to bias, right? I'm gonna look for the appropriate answer that could be explained by science, but it's possible that I overlook something, whereas them, they don't believe it at all. They're gonna keep looking. They might think something I didn't, you know? So people that don't believe in it 100% are the type of people that you want on your like paranormal hunting team if you're gonna hunt the paranormal.
Or at least that they aren't the lingering spirits of humans. Instead, he...
That's a good point. That's a good point. There's plenty of entities out there, right? From different cultures, different religions, all sorts of things. So nothing saying that it needs to be a human spirit, really, when you think about it. Like, we're all made of the same matter as our planet, the universe, and like fucking the tree outside. Like, we're all just, you know, atoms. So I wouldn't necessarily say that it needs to be a human spirit that's gonna fuck with you.
He believes that all paranormal experiences are actually demonic in nature.
Not gonna lie, they had us in the first half.
Cody says that he has successfully helped troubled families struggling with demonic presences.
Boy. He had me in the first half. Doesn't believe in ghosts, believes in demons. That just shows a lack of knowledge on the subject matter.
For years. So when a family member reaches out to Cody about the terrifying activity occurring in their office building, the concerned investigator doesn't hesitate to offer a helping hand.
Yeah, I gotta throw it out there. If you believe that there's a demon messing with you, it's not a demon, alright? They have something called demonic rule. If something is in your home and it's messing with you, it's not a demon, alright? Demonic rule means that they can't enter your home without you granting them permission, okay? Evil spirits, negative spirits, whatever you want to call it, right? I prefer negative over evil, but most people say evil. Negative spirits don't follow demonic rule. Okay? So it would be a negative spirit, of which is more akin to just energies of living things, but that stuck around, and it's the vengeful part.
But what he encounters in this office building even takes him by surprise. Cody records as he explores the creepy empty office space at night. What happens next is downright chilling.
Okay, you guys, so this is the door that moves on its own, and that's the chair that moves on its own. And I'm just tired.
Hello!
Now, there's absolutely nothing here this time. I've not seen.
This seems staged. Literally what he's talking about and that being there.
And I'm just tired. You know, there's absolutely nothing here this time. I've not seen anything.
Okay, that's set up. 100% that's set up. Predator mask behind him. Oh god. No, I totally respect New Top 5 for the way that he does his, like, that's technically a CTA, right? It doesn't sound like a call to action, but it is technically a call to action. It's almost a clickbaity thing verbalized, okay, which is good marketing. So I'm not gonna talk shit about the what happens next is downright chilling, right? Like, that's, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm gonna start doing shit like that this coming year with my YouTube videos and stuff. Not exactly that, obviously, but similar process. It's probably his girlfriend right there. Oh God.
It's 9:46, and usually everything happens by this time, but nothing's going on.
Yeah, this is all staged. I don't trust this guy one bit. Not at all. The fact that what he's saying is nothing has happened, blah, 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 then something happens. Don't believe it one bit.
There was way more people than what's usually here today, so I kind of guess maybe that's what it is, and I'm just going to call it a day. I'll start again tomorrow maybe, and we'll see what... I'm just going to call it a day. I'll start again tomorrow maybe, and we'll see what...
It's a door closing. It's entirely possible that the angle the building is currently sitting at is no longer like 90 degrees, because believe it or not, most aren't. Or there's something wrong with the hinges and it is just a heavy door, so it closes itself.
Okay, so...
To be fair, one of the things he noted was that the door closes on its own.
I'm the only one here right now, and the door just closed on its own.
I don't like that he looked away from the chair. Guarantee you this chair is going to move now that he's mentioned it at the beginning of the video as well.
Did you see it? Cody is completely unaware of what appears to be a small girl standing right behind him. When he walks into the room the figure appeared in, a door behind him slams shut. After reviewing his spooky footage, the investigator decides to return for another night.
We also don't know if that door has an auto-close thing at the top.
Well.
Okay, so I'm here by myself. All of these green lights means that there's no motion, right? Look in this room. What in the world is that? That is insane.
From outside?
I have never seen something like this. This is directly beside me in the next room.
Be light coming through the window.
Did you see that? It disappeared. What?
Like, if it's just like, say that the angle is straight up and down, right? And it's from like the street below. I don't know if this is the first floor or not, but there's only like a gap in the window, right? It's entirely possible that where the headlights hit from like the bottom of the sill to the top where the light would be would just make a line that goes back and forth. Entirely possible. Yeah, it looks like a light through a window. Yeah.
What in the world? Okay.
And we don't know where this is or if there's cars
I have
outside.
to see what this is. See, and look. Here is the motion detection for me in this room. There I am on the screen. There's no motion detect. Look, it's moving. And there's no motion detection right there. That is nuts. Look at that.
Yeah, I would say it's just a light.
Let's do it.
Bruh. No, that's not how that works.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna need Eric's help for this. I'm not gonna do this by myself.
Cody is shocked when suddenly a loud voice yells, "Leave." Leave! So could it be that the office building is haunted by a demonic presence?
No. It's all staged.
Or could it all just be an elaborate hoax? You decide. You can check out more paranormal moments over on Cody Aaron's TikTok page and YouTube channel.
He's a content creator.
TikTok user Lacey Nicole is a theater teacher at Sarasota High School in Florida. Lacey says that there have always been stories about the ghost of, quote, Shannon.
Not gonna lie though, if I heard that leave as like a sound effect in a video game, it would freak me the fuck out.
A Victorian woman who is said to haunt the high school's theater.
Too squeaky.
Back in 2007, during a high school production of Beauty and the Beast, many believed that Shannon the ghost made a very unexpected appearance, and it was all captured on camera.
Yes, I love watching things in 144p. I can definitely tell what's going on. I would be more inclined to believe its validity if it's on those accounts that have some non-horror, non-content creator stuff on their channels. Then they have the video up here of what they experienced. Yeah, like, okay, so, again, I don't ever expect people to believe me when I'm doing things. Because, you know, like, I'm not gonna believe other content creators. My job is creating content. I know personally that I would never fake something, but the rest of the world doesn't know that. Not even you guys know that. You can take me at my word, but that doesn't mean that you're gonna, like, you're not me, right? Like, you don't know what I would do, right? And that's how I see things about, you know, other content creators as well. Personally, I'm not gonna fake content when it comes to anything paranormal if I were to go and search out stuff on, like, my IRL TikTok or my IRL YouTube. However, I'm not going to expect everyone to believe me, right? Like, yes, I would like to think that people trust me, right? I like to think that I built that kind of rapport with you guys where you know that I'm not going to be lying to you. That doesn't mean that as a content creator, I wouldn't be looking for content, right? Like, you know damn well I would go out and just be like, hey, at least we went and explored a cool looking place, right? But that doesn't mean that if something did happen, that you're not going to think, did he stage that, right? Because my job is a content creator, right? So, like, I like to think that you guys would believe me, but I 100% expect you to not believe me if I were to discover something, you know? Because I wouldn't believe me. I would be super skeptical because that's how I am, right? So seeing these other content creators and just the timing of some of the stuff, right? Like, I haven't seen anything, immediately sees something, immediately has something else happen. Not even like a little bit later, oh man, look at this light coming through a window. Leave! Right? Like, no. Like, I'm not inclined to believe that, right? And especially coming from a content creator. Because I know what it's like to be a content creator. We're looking to get that little 5 minutes of fame all the time, right? So, whereas me, I don't care about numbers, right? To a degree. Obviously, I pay attention to them. I search my analytics. I see what you guys enjoy and I see what you don't. But I'm not inclined to believe content creators, you know? I want to. And if they seem like they'd be reputable, then yeah. But I'm not always going to believe them. 20 videos about cars on the channel, sudden video of a ghost thing. Just maybe. Yeah, like, that's what I think, right? Like, my IRL TikTok is based around me talking about the paranormal, the difference in things, talking about, like, cryptids, my practice, nature, mythology. So if I were to go and explore something, it would make sense, right? Like, it's on my branding, right? But it would seem a little sus if the first video I were to post of me exploring shit is me finding something, right? Now, if I were to just see something and I whipped out my phone and then ta-da, then yeah, but I'm also not expecting people to believe me, you know? It does seem a little sus.
Oh my god. Terrifying.
The unexplained apparition of a woman in a flowing white dress can be seen floating 8 to 10 feet above the stage. Now, it should be noted that this was in no way a part of the play. So could
I don't
this be
believe
the
this
spirit
one
of
bit
Shannon,
just because
the
it's
Victorian
144p
era
and we
ghost that
can't
haunts the
prove it
theater?
or not.
Let me know what you think.
Like, you can't fucking see it. Like, if I were to change this to 144p, you wouldn't see a visual difference in this. So, like, they're recording their phone of Windows Media Player. Alright. Of an old thing. Like,
a road less traveled. TikTok user Rifki from Bengkulu, Indonesia says that he was returning from a quick trip to pick up some...
I already believe this one because it's Indonesia. That might sound weird, but I don't know what's going on. I just believe it. But let's see if that sticks.
Items at the local convenience store. But on his way back home, he has a terrifying encounter.
Okay, don't you lol at me. You know damn well why I think that.
Oke guys, gue baru dari Indomaret dan gue abis belanja di Indomaret dan sekarang waktu mau balik ke kos dan di ujung itu kayak ada orang atau apa gue nggak tahu ya guys, dan ini cuma jalan satu-satunya untuk ke kos gue gitu. Oke, kita deketin aja ya, oke? Pelan-pelan.
Where am I supposed to be looking?
Gue nggak tahu ini orang atau enggak ya.
This? Oh. Fuck that. Anything that has to do with anything like even remotely close to Asia. Alright? If it's a person, keep your eyes on it, walk backwards. Don't fuck with it. That is an appropriate reaction. Didn't fucking see that. Bye. Oh man. He's gonna turn around and it's gonna be right there. Oh no.
Kok hilang anjir? Kemana tuh orang?
Don't go back towards it, fool.
Anjir bangsat. Hilang guys.
A strange woman seems to just stand motionless on the side of the road. Rifki is freaked out, and since this is his only way home, he decides to just run past the bizarre woman.
That's a true fuck around and find out moment too. Hey, yo, fucko, why you walk back towards like, oh, where'd she go? Okay. Honestly though, I can't say I wouldn't do the same thing. It could just be poor decision making. But like your brain isn't thinking right. Especially with like, again, anything even remotely close to Asia. Alright, like any Asian country remotely close to it, even in Russia, which is obviously very close to Asia, because, you know, it's part of it. How do I want to explain it? The spiritual energies that are there are insane, right? And the majority of them are things that manifest to look like people. So you really don't want to fuck with anything spiritual that is Asian, just because it's their culture is so old. These things are incredibly old, right? Like it's not stuff that you want to fuck with, right? And oftentimes they know how to manifest as something that looks like modern day people, or at least close to modern day. So no. Like there are way too many stories of things like that. And way too many missing people's reports of like, yeah, my friend went to go and he saw this girl and then he disappeared, you know, like, because he went to go talk to her and then suddenly they were both gone, like things like that, right? Like there's too many stories from like Japan, China, Indonesia, like Philippines, like Vietnam, literally too many for me to not believe it. And especially with this, like he made the same reaction I would of pull out phone. This is weird. This person isn't moving. Is this paranormal? Because if it doesn't show up on your phone, then that's more cause for concern because you see it in real life, right? So maybe I'm hallucinating. Or secondly, this is some form of spirit thing. Or if it does get caught on phone, it had a physical mass, meaning that it can harm you, right? Where'd Show go? Oh, he saw an eldritch horror girl and went to try to flirt. Probably dead now. I mean, your memory will live on.
But when he turns to look back, she has disappeared.
Like, I want to debunk this with one thing. I want to try to at least. The rock right next to her. If this is fake, she could have hid behind that rock. Because when he runs back, you can't see past that. Because that rock right there is actually a bridge that is going over that land. So you can see that there's actually a stream right here. Alright? Because it continues on that side. So it's entirely possible that she jumped down there. And when he was running, it made enough noise that she was able to get and hide under there. But I'm still inclined to believe it.
And wonders if he captured something paranormal. So is this a real ghost caught on camera? Or just someone acting really strange? I leave it up to you to decide. The Casper Mountain Crawler.
Yeah, I mean, I'm inclined to believe it, though. Sounds weird because it could be easily debunked if we were to see what was in that, like, under spot, but I wouldn't want to stick around. So, yeah, I would be more inclined. However, I do still believe it just because Indonesia. I'm not gonna lie.
TikTok user Isaiah Harris and his cousin Brock are out on a hiking trip on Casper Mountain in Wyoming. In the middle of the night, as they are crossing a bridge, they start to hear strange groaning noises that seem to be coming from underneath the bridge.
Assume it's a bear and fuck off. Doesn't matter if it's paranormal or not. Assume it's a bear and fuck off.
Isaiah pulls out his phone and starts to record as they go to investigate. What happens next is downright terrifying.
Me and my cousin took a hike in the middle of the night.
That means that we're close.
And what we found was the most terrifying thing I've ever witnessed.
Dude, did you hear that? You didn't hear that? There's something under there. Bro. Dude, please don't go down there. Oh my gosh.
Okay, now I know it's possible to mimic those sounds with your voice. Let's give it, let's try to debunk it without it being a person. Clearly, second dude doesn't believe the first guy and he wants to go and check it out. I don't know if these are content creators, but they are just out on a hike apparently. And I know me and my buddies would fuck around at night. But could be a frog. Alright. Could be a wounded animal. Alright. But also could be a person. Because we can make that noise. You know, like, not hard. So, is it 1 or 2 gold pieces across the bridge? Oh no.
Dude, hold on. Let me go first. Let me go first.
Why are you going first? Just because you have the camera? Now I'm less inclined to believe that this is paranormal. Oh no! Guys, did you see that? It was the rake! Come and you get him! Though, mind you, the rake could probably manifest with the amount of people that believe in it, but, like, we get what? A frame? See, now this is my moment of like, oh fuck, and I jump back, and then I'd be like, wait for it to come running out at me, and now I have the high ground. Like, I learned from Obi-Wan. Now I'm gonna tackle this motherfucker, and I've got my brother there to help me. We're gonna kick the shit out of this thing. Like, if this was me and my older brother that I worked in construction with, oh man, he would have been like, oh fuck, and then he would have seen me jump on it and go, alright, we doing this, and we would have fucked it up. We would have gotten hurt if it was like an actual paranormal entity. But these hands are rated E for everyone, and that includes the paranormal. So, and especially with the amount of adrenaline that would hop into my system right in that moment, oh man, it is go time. So,
bizarre pale humanoid shape can be seen lurking in the darkness of the sewer tunnel. The two hikers just make a run for it. Isaiah posted his spooky experience to TikTok and the video instantly went viral. But many viewers were skeptical about the strange sudden cut at the end of the video. Yeah. So, Isaiah posted an update to explain.
Yeah.
So let me just explain something. I actually film on 3 different apps at a time to film my videos. Last night, I was trying to film everything on Snapchat. So whenever I recorded whatever I recorded, I wasn't gonna just sit there and record it because I was running for my life, okay? And I'm not trying to be funny about this. Literally, I was puking. Like, I mean, opened his door mid-drive and vomited. I don't know if it was because I was genuinely terrified or if it was because I was running so much, but I did. But I did manage to screenshot what was under that bridge and enhance it for you guys, and I'll show you that.
Hey, little brodo, thank you for the follow. I do appreciate it. I'm trying to watch this guy's eyes because you can tell if someone's lying based off like the way that their eyes move and the directions that they look. Not a perfect one-to-one of it, but there's a TV show. It's a little older now called Lie to Me, and it does follow a lot of like human lie detector stuff. But found you from Twitter. Oh, well, welcome Twitter friendo. We don't normally watch spooky videos like this, but I figured, you know what? Why not? You know, that's BB suggested it. You know, BB in chat. You can see him up there. He suggested it. I said, you know what? Why not? Let's do it. Right? I find it funny that tonight was going to be my first time doing 2-hour streams instead of 3-hour streams, but I feel like this is going to be a 3-hour stream. But welcome. We're just having a chill night and debunking paranormal stuff because I study the paranormal. I study theology, cryptozoology. I've studied extensively into native culture because I'm native. Different African cultures, Slavic folklore, Japanese mythology, European mythology. Like, I study a lot of stuff, so I like to debunk things a lot. But there are some things that I'm inclined to believe, and I'm slowly explaining it bit by bit. This definitely does seem fake, though. The guy's reaction seems genuine, but I don't think that is an actual creature. I think that was just someone that saw some people coming down or knew that there was people in the area and wanted to fuck with them. Because the sounds it makes, we can very easily mimic. And it would not be hard to pretty much just strip naked in the dark, and then when someone's light flashed on, you just like at them, and then they're terrified. So, butt ass naked. Exactly. Would you not strip naked to terrify people? I would. You're in the military. I know you've fucking scared people while naked. All right. Like, I know you've done it. You're in the showers and be like to your buddy behind him, right? And he thought he dropped the soap and it was prison all over again. And you're like, nah, man, just wanted to share my crayons. You know, I was not a part of the Navy. Fair enough.
Yeah, let me just tell you, I've never been more terrified in my entire life. I can't even look at this picture right now. For you guys saying that it was like a friend or like somebody else down there, it may have been a homeless guy. I heard that theory, but I do not know what he would have been doing down there, butt naked. Maybe taking a bath.
Crackhead. They do weird shit. His reaction does seem genuine, though. He does seem to be looking away a lot, but for some people, it's hard to just stare at a phone when you're talking to it, because it seems odd. Even I have that issue.
But the sounds and everything about it just did not sit right with me.
Now, after many requests, or some might say dares, from his viewers, Isaiah and his cousin Brock decide to go back to Casper Mountain and spend the entire night camping out in the spooky woods.
So we're doing it. We got the 4-wheeler in the back, tents, and a hammock that I brought. We're up here. So we're gonna spend the entire night to try to find whatever it was that we saw last night. We're up on the mountain where we did see it, kind of close by. There was a waterfall that's kind of more down the mountain, but we're gonna try and find it tonight. We're gonna be up all night.
No sleep. No. Go during the day. Go down there. Be careful, but go down there. Check for scraps of clothing. Check for any presence of a person, whether it be like food wrappers, water bottles, that obviously aren't ones that have floated downstream. And also look for, as bad as it sounds, needles. Because it's entirely possible. Like where I live, we have like major like homeless and drug problems. And that just seems like typical crackhead behavior to me. Well, okay, I would go at nighttime personally, because I see better in the dark and most people don't. So, and I rely on my hearing over my vision. Most people aren't like that. So I'll know if something's near me before it knows that I'm near it, right? I just wouldn't wear my chains. So, if they don't have enough content to make it scary during the day, fair enough, fair enough. I don't know if these guys are content creators or just a casual TikToker, though.
All right, guys, we're here. We're about to unload the four-wheeler, but have some fun. Kind of just camp out for a little bit. We got our site, and yeah. Forgot your axe? This is how we do it down here in the Wyoming. Oh yeah, look at that braid. Okay, that's actually kind of creepy. Look, hope he doesn't jump out to scare me. Brock, please don't scare me. Oh my god.
Okay.
So
now that right there is a good thing to do, though. So now you'll know what it looks like with someone that's fully clothed, not even far away from you, with their camera quality at nighttime. As I'm trying to go viral. Yeah, maybe. But that right there is an actual good thing to do. I would do that so it's a point of reference. So you can tell the quality of the video compared to like if something else were to happen. Right? Be like, okay, there is something, you know roughly how far away it was. And the quality is comparable now. Right?
he's got this terrible lighting. Oh my goodness, but we're literally trying to land the force real quick. We're just walking back right now, and like legit, I think we're lost because I don't have any idea where we're at. Do you know where we are?
Why would you go into the woods with shit lighting? I'm sorry, but if you're going out into the woods and you're going to be camping, buy a good flashlight, alright? Like, I'm not kidding. I have one that turns nighttime to daytime, and it was $40. Okay? And if you guys want, I'll take a picture after stream. I'll go outside in the backyard, and I will take a picture. And, well, maybe not after stream. It'll be, like, later at night. But I'll post it in the Discord. By the way, ! Discord if you're not part of it. But, no, you should always have good lighting. And with my flashlight, my whole reason why I have it is because if I go camping, if something's going to come up on me in the middle of the night, I'm going to blind it with the fucking brightness of 1,000 suns. That is my plan. Alright? That way, at least I got a moment to figure out what's going on. I can see it. It's now flashbanged. Alright? Like, if I hit, I don't care what it is. It could be a raccoon. I hit it with the solar flare. Alright? Lord forbid that it might be a cryptid. But, like, even a squirrel about to get fucking hit with that solar flare. Alright? Like, I ain't taking no chances. Alright? Exactly, show. Even better. Think fast, chuckle nuts. Yeah, think fast, chuckle nuts. Turns on flashlight. Yeah, I won't make noise. I'll just bang eyeballs. Because one day I'm gonna hunt Bigfoot, man. Just you watch. One day I'll hunt Bigfoot. And they're always like, oh, it would stay just outside the light of our fire. I'll sit there and I'll have my camera and be like, it's over there. Bang, you're blind now. And then he'll turn and he'll run into a tree. Alright. So, because now he's completely illuminated. So, get a good light. If you're going to go camping, even if you're not doing it for video, have a good light. Because you don't know what's out there. And have something that, you know, most animals won't want to come near, like, fire at nighttime. But they also don't want to come around, like, noise and bright lights. Because it reminds them of the city, and they're like, fuck that noise. Okay? So, yeah, just get a good light. Just go on Amazon, get a good light.
Dude, oh, hell no.
That guy is high as shit.
Okay, y'all, so we're back at camp. We didn't really get anything. We've been out here since, like, what? We started looking at about 10.
Gonna sound weird. He's very pretty. Like, I'm sorry, he has very good teeth. He's got beautiful eyes. He's pretty, alright?
And it's already like 2:30.
That is
Sorry,
all.
guys. Maybe we can come back up here and film another one, but I don't know.
Other than some creepy footsteps, Isaiah and Brock don't really capture much of anything that night. Or at least,
If he didn't have that beard.
that's what they thought. Because...
Or had a proper beard.
Did you see it?
You know where we are? Dude, oh, hell no. Spooky.
No, I didn't see it. Was that a raccoon on a tree?
Spooky.
Spooky. That's a raccoon on a tree. Crawling down. That's all that was. That was just a raccoon. Remember when I was younger and my mother brought me with to a hike, and the guides told us to make a lot of noise so the animals would know we are there and don't come near. Yeah, but like they also, number one, they don't want to be fucked with. So they're going to avoid you because you're annoying if you're making noise at nighttime. And you keep a fire going all night, even if you're in your tents. Because animals don't like fire. Brock is basically how I would go into these all the time. Spooky shit. Yeah.
Right after they hear footsteps, someone or something can be seen running through the trees.
No, running up or down a tree. So, that's a raccoon.
Someone or something can be seen running through the tree.
You can see its eyes. Okay, when this scene starts, there you will see right here 2 little dots, all right? It's a raccoon.
Right after they hear footsteps, someone or something can be seen running.
Right there, raccoon. It's a raccoon turning and looking at them. You can clearly see its body shape and its head is right there turning. It's a raccoon.
Through the trees.
And then it turns and looks away.
So, Isaiah and many of his viewers believe that some kind of strange creature is living on Casper Mountain. Some
It's just Sly doing his thing, man.
Even believe this thing to be a skinwalker or a rake.
No, it's a crackhead. Beard, face, rest of the face covered. That's just a crackhead. Just a druggie. Wearing a pair of fucking boxers. You can see the human torso right there. He's just skinny. He's standing on uneven terrain. He's just a crackhead.
But who or what do you think this is? Let me know down in the comments. Through the Looking Glass. TikTok user Kaylin Moore from Los Angeles, California claims that an old mirror in her home sometimes shows...
Fuck mirrors. Nuh-uh. I don't have any mirrors in my room. Do not have mirrors in your room. Cover that shit if you do. No mirrors. Gotta go to bed. It's getting late to me, but I enjoy the creepy videos. Well, maybe we'll make this a common thing. Who knows? I mean, we could. I'm enjoying it at the very least, getting to dissect these videos and talk about it. So, I mean, we've been doing this for about an hour and 10 minutes, and we're only 24 minutes into this video. So, yeah. You're always welcome to stop by. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is currently 8:40 p.m. So, yeah. So, thank you for being here. I do appreciate it. And join the Discord if you want to hang out with us. And we do a movie night after our Friday streams and a game night on Saturdays. But it looks like you guys haven't been doing game night past few Saturdays when I wasn't there.
Things that just aren't there.
So this is an old mirror that I upcycled, and I swear that sometimes you can see stuff in the background of the mirror that isn't actually there in real life. So I'm just gonna do a couple back and forths, but I'm curious to see if anyone sees anything that maybe I didn't catch.
Like the fucking thing on the couch there?
So here we go. Here's the mirror. Okay, so that's
Called it.
the background.
Okay, I know he's gonna zoom in on it. But what the fuck?
And once again, my apartment. Alright, comment if you see anything that's out of place.
That does seem staged, though. And it is super easy to add something in a transition by, like, moving your camera like that. Like, that's a super easy cut to make.
Did you see it? As Kaylin's looking in the mirror, something can be seen.
The music! The zoom in and the music. God damn it, Nuke.
Did you see it? As Kaylin's looking in the mirror, something can be seen sitting on the couch right behind her. But when she turns around, it's gone. Whatever it is, it seems to only be visible in the mirror. Now, whether it's real or
Okay,
just
but that right
another
there is such an easy transition. It would make more sense to do a camera flip to the front-facing camera. Exactly.
elaborate TikTok hoax, as always, I leave it
And
up
then
to
just
you
slowly turn
to
it to be
decide.
facing.
Monique Chacon is spending a fun day with her son at a park in California when
Or get an app
suddenly
that uses
the little
both
boy
cameras.
begins to act very bizarre.
Your baby went into a trance and was directed to dig up a phone. What the hell? Creepy. Nah. Can hold it sideways, show directly behind you. Yeah. Kid, you good? What?
Out of nowhere, the boy just suddenly seems to stop and stare at someone or something that we can't see. Then, without a moment's hesitation, he drops to the ground and starts digging furiously with his hands and finds a random phone from underneath the heavy pile of leaves. After watching the footage back later, Monique believes that something supernatural might have instructed her son to find that phone.
Hi guys.
I mean, possibly. It is also possible that you staged it and your kid just knows how to listen.
I'm just giving an update on what happened to the phone. Well, I threw it away.
You threw away somebody's property? You didn't want to, like, turn it into, like, local authorities or something? Or, you know, turn it on to see if it had a password, and if it didn't, you call the mom. You threw it out. I would have taken that phone even, alright? Like, you could have donated that to somebody that needed a phone. I would have it as, like, a thing on my desk that I could use. I have 3 phones on my desk right now. One is my stream deck, one is monitoring my stream, and the other one is a clock. I'm sure I could find another use.
I didn't think anything at the time of when I threw it away that I shouldn't have until I watched the video. After watching the video, it didn't sit right with me. It kind of gave me the creeps.
No shit. If that was a ghost, and your ghost politely asked your son to grab the phone, like, what if it was someone's, like, grandmother? All right, let's just assume the ghosts are real. All right, if someone's grandma was like, "Hey, my grandbaby dropped her phone. Can you grab it there and bring it to your mommy, and then tell her the name, or some shit like that?" And the kid just only knew grab phone. Okay, you know, like, what the fuck?
Actually, but there really is no story time. The phone was broken, the face was cracked, there was a battery on top of the face, like in the front of the face, but it was broken, so I threw it away. That's it. There's really no story time. He just played, and
There would have been a story time if you took it to a cell phone repair shop to see what's going on. Nah, my kid found this paranormal phone. I don't want to know the story behind it. Fuck that.
I kept recording him, so that's what I do. I record all my kids when they're playing baseball, football at the park. I'm that mom that records every minute and second of their lives.
Mind you, though. Just an observation. Not even the slightest bit of racism, all right? Just an observation. She does seem like she has, like, Latino blood in her, all right? And if I know anything from my Mexican friends and my Colombian friends and my, like, Venezuelan friends, if you speak Spanish, you don't fuck with the paranormal. So if she thought it was even remotely paranormal, I guess it makes sense she tossed it away.
But that's it.
So, unfortunately, Monique threw the phone away, leaving us all to wonder just what was on that broken phone. Now, I have to say that this is one of the strangest videos I've ever seen, but what do you think? Did a spirit tell the little boy to find the phone, or just what is going on here? You tell me. The Newbern haunting. Sam Aldridge, his wife, and 2 young children live in a beautiful home in Newbern, North Carolina that was built in the late 1950s. Although the home is charming and spacious, Sam says that the property's history is not good. One of the previous owners passed away in the upstairs master bedroom, and the remains of 2 unidentified individuals were found buried in the backyard.
Whatever. I wouldn't care. Fuck it. Nice house.
Cause of death unknown.
Probably
Sam
death.
and his wife have both witnessed creepy, unexplained activity in the house, and they believe their home might be haunted. Even their family dog Loki seems very disturbed by what's going on.
Hey man, if you guys don't want the house, I'll take it. I'm not gonna lie. But a bit of spooky doesn't frighten me. I get that shit out in a week.
He has no shot collar, no shot collar at all. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and take this off just so y'all know that there's nothing there. Come on, bud. Hey, it's okay. It's okay, buddy. Settle down.
What?
I posted it.
Got a good dog though. He went from I'm all happy to who the fuck's in my house.
See, me and him both.
Yeah, he had that moment of, Dad, you heard that too, right? Yeah? Alright, let's fuck him up.
Heard that.
You see his little snarl? Did you see the little snarl?
See, me and him both heard that.
This is right here. This is him like, we're gonna fuck someone up today. That's all that was.
See, now he's gonna fucking run and leave me up here like a douchebag.
Hey, yo, you better have treats or you about to get new pronouns of was, were. Exactly.
See? Straight up.
No, he's guiding
Sam
you to
says
fucking
that not
leave.
only
That's
does
all
the
it
house
is.
have an odd history, but an
So I'm
odd
stopping
layout
looking at
as
you.
well. In particular, there is a strange door upstairs that seems to lead nowhere and has no stairs leading up to it. In a video, as Sam explains where the door is located,
Yeah, it's just a
he
crawl space.
captures something downright creepy.
You can kind of see just how high up that door actually is if you're on the bottom floor. Yeah, you're looking at 10 plus 8, so you're looking at least 18 feet from your feet coming
I'm sorry, there was the noise, but I didn't
down. Why the f?
A strange shadow figure can be seen and 2 different voices can be
I'm sorry, it could just be a shadow.
heard seemingly speaking to Sam.
If you're on the bottom floor, bottom floor, bottom floor. Why the f?
I want to believe it, but I don't know. No.
Sam has no idea what he just captured and simply explains that the area behind the door is attic storage space. So, one night Sam begins to hear strange sounds throughout his house. He hits record on his phone and goes to investigate. And that's when he sees something that shocks him to his core.
Not an elliptical. Gonna say, it's an elliptical. How spooky. I know, right? Physical exercise. That's one way to exercise the spirit.
Holy. What looks like creepy, glowing, wide-set eyes seem to appear out of the darkness, peering at Sam as he stares back in terror. Whatever it is,
the pixels are wrong.
then just seems to disappear. And that's not all that Sam has captured inside his haunted home. The creepy activity even starts to occur in the middle of the day.
I'm sorry, a lot of this just seems like it could be easily staged.
Turns around, a white translucent figure appears to push a rocking horse, causing it to rock slowly.
Oh, it was already rocking when he turned. Just watch. When he turns, it's already rocking.
Turns around, a white
it was already rocking. And if you look, that white fog is already on the right side of his thing. All right? Right here. Okay? It's just like dust or a smudge or something on his camera reflecting light weird. Like a fingerprint. See, now it's on this side. And it's the exact moment that he moves his camera to the side, so it's just lighting on a smudge or something. Or it's with the digification of the video as he turns. Could just be a bad camera. It could be a shit phone. Because like we saw it on the ceiling as well, which was a popcorn seal.
Causing it to rock slowly back and forth. Now, with all this collected and highly disturbing footage, of course Sam's TikTok follow.
And the thing is, I could also very easily like animate that shit in like After Effects or even Premiere Pro, so it wouldn't even be difficult. But
following is undecided on whether to believe
like that right there is so easy to do.
Believe his story or just write it off as another elaborate TikTok hoax. So is it real?
They're just pixels on and then off. They weren't even like closing eyes or something.
Real supernatural activity or just some very good editing? As always,
I wouldn't call that even good
editing.
editing.
To decide.
I could do that in like 5 minutes.
Neighborhood Watch. Sarah Marie.
Yeah, like I'm not inclined to believe that one. He just has a really nice house and wanted to show off. I mean, I ain't gonna lie though. It is a very fucking nice house, and if he doesn't want it, I'll take it.
And her husband Bobby are having an afternoon get-together with some friends at their home in Florida, when suddenly they spot something very odd at the neighbor's house across the road.
They were having a cookout without them.
It comes back the other way. Why? It looks like somebody's peeking through that window, the one that's open.
No recording?
Yes! Yes! There's nobody in that house. There's nobody at all. Nobody.
I didn't know they could be that visible now.
This
That's what I was saying.
A strange shadow can be seen quickly moving back and forth in Sarah's neighbor's home, freaking out everyone and even seeming to upset.
I wouldn't say about those dogs. They just like to bark if someone starts walking towards them, and obviously that lady started walking back.
They're two puppies.
Arguably, I mean, again, very, very easy to edit that. And it could just be a shadow of something that is in like the back of the house, because I don't know if there's
belongs to an older woman whose son
our little
passed
barking
away.
fucker kind of dogs. Yeah.
Worried about the older woman's safety, Sarah calls her neighbor.
But like, I don't know. I would like to think that it would be like shadow people or something, but I really, again, it would be so easy to edit that, and it is explainable if there being something in the house and like a light from like behind the house is like just moving back and forth.
But the woman says, I'm not even at home right now. So who or what could this be? I leave it up to you to decide. This next creepy video went viral on TikTok, but it was originally recorded by Indonesian Twitter user 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐭
I believe it again.
𝐷𝐿𝐻. 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐭 explains on Twitter that he was flying from Surabaya, Indonesia to Bali, and that he was the very first passenger to board the empty plane. As 𝐂𝐡𝐚 is boarding, he records a video to send back to his wife.
I don't believe it. Letting him use his phone on a plane should be in airplane mode.
When he looks back at his footage, he spots something truly chilling.
Women.
15B.
But he doesn't even look down there, so we don't know if it's a person or not.
Someone or something that seems to be cloaked in black can be seen moving around in one of the seats. But when 𝐂𝐡𝐚 walks
could
by
be edited.
the seat, there's no one there. 𝐂𝐡𝐚 𝐷𝐿𝐻's video has been watched over 14 million times.
I would
and
say
many
it could be
viewers
edited
believe
or
that
it could
the
be
strange
someone
figure
messing
in the
around.
video could be
Yeah.
the spirit of a deceased passenger. But
I don't think
what
people
do you
usually
think?
haunt planes.
The pitter-patter of tiny feet. An anonymous TikTok user who is the mother of a newborn baby has shared only one video to her TikTok page, but the video shows something absolutely chilling.
Okay.
First, the eerie sound of someone.
Okay. Now one of two, maybe three things is going on right now. Number one, bad parent. Doesn't care about the safety of her child. Heard that and went, I'm gonna walk towards it with my baby. Number two, knows she can kick the shit out of somebody with both hands occupied, holding a baby. Or number three, completely staged.
One laughing can be heard. The mother is immediately alarmed because she lives alone with her baby. She then hears the patter of what sounds like small running footsteps.
Yeah, I didn't hear footsteps. I heard someone going, like, tapping on something. Or number four, not really intimidated at all because surrounded by knives. Fair. Fighting off someone with one hand, with a knife in one hand, a baby in the other.
And that's when her home's backdoor motion detector goes off. She immediately fears that someone might be in the house. But
Could
in
just
the
be some
end,
kid
she
fucking with
finds
them.
nothing and no one's there. What she heard and
We don't know if
captured
she has an open window
remains
over
a
there and they just
mystery.
made noise through the window.
TikTok user Jim works at what he believes to be a haunted hospital in New Jersey. Early one afternoon, a security camera in one of the hospital's hallways captures something very creepy during Jim's shift.
One moment.
Okay, as someone that has worked in a hospital, those don't like to move. Or at least none of the ones in the hospital I worked at do. Something moved that. Now, we can't see the far side, so we don't know if someone shoved it. So it does look like someone could have pushed it.
A supply cart can be seen rolling down the hallway on its own, freaking out the hospital staff nearby. Jim and his co-workers have no idea what could have moved the cart. But things are about to get even stranger. Another CCTV camera in the hospital's laundry room records something absolutely unnerving.
Word it from here.
Yeah, there's a load going.
Oh, Andrew. No way. No way. Jim.
Send me the video when you.
Oh,
Yeah, it's an unbalanced load. That's all. It vibrated.
It's like it didn't want to see the front of it. You know, that's how it's funded so that he didn't have to look at it no more. Whoever's in that room.
If there's not a load going, then I guess I don't know. But to me, that's just an unbalanced load because you can see it vibrating.
Here comes the second one. No, the second one's moving now.
No way.
Watch the second one. Then the second one falls off. And the lady comes in from Dude Diagnostics. She don't know what to say. She was like.
She was on FaceTime with somebody.
Look, watch the second one. Any second.
It happens.
Look, here goes.
It happens. Look. This does not happen.
Look, the ghost.
To be fair though, it doesn't look like there's a load in them.
Look at it.
So.
Who's spinning it?
It's spinning.
It's spinning the cycle. It's got to be spinning.
There's no way
Isn't
that
that
they spin.
bolted
There's no. I don't care if it's bolted or not. They don't spin like that. Mine ain't bolted in my house. Mine don't come and walk around my.
Yeah, it could just be an unbolt.
That's true.
Look how that one just came out. How did it come out like that? That was pushed out. I don't care what nobody says. You can.
Yeah, I don't have an explanation for that.
I can't wait to show everybody.
Look here, wait.
Like I would say unbalanced load, but
Look at this. Look at it coming.
No way.
I don't know.
There's a ghost here.
No way.
I'm showing them the ghost in the back.
The ghost?
Oh, did you ever see what happened last night? Forgot about it. The laundry.
Will die.
Will die. The laundry, all the laundry things are there. They just start moving. They just start coming out and moving and going in circles and what you call it.
Are they on?
Come and look. Yeah. But it's crazy. I never
this
saw anything
makes
like it in
no
my whole
sense.
life.
Heavy washers and dryers slide across the floor as if they weigh nothing, seemingly moved by.
No, that's called vibration. Don't believe me? Put your phone on the edge of a table on the highest vibrate and just call it over and over and over and watch as your phone falls off the table. But yeah, I could see an unbalanced load doing that, but I don't see a load in that one on the left there.
Jim and his fellow hospital workers can't believe their eyes as they watch the CCTV monitor. Now, even I'm not sure just what's going on here.
Yeah, like that doesn't look like
the
there was a
hospital
load
is
in it
indeed
when it turned toward
haunted,
face
like
the
Jim
camera, so
says,
I don't know.
Or just what could be spinning
Like,
around
maybe it could be a
multiple heavy
poltergeist of some
washers
kind,
all
but-
at the same time. Let me know what you think. Casey Dostert's TikTok page is completely devoted to
Could
sharing
also just
videos
be an
of his
earthquake, who
fishing and
knows?
hunting trips in the
At the
Michigan
same time, just threw
outdoors,
off the balance
which
of the
makes
load.
this next singular spooky video on his TikTok even more bizarre. Casey explains that he saw an abandoned house in the woods a few times as a child, but he had never been able to find his way back there again later in life. That is, until recently. It's already dark when Casey and his friend Ashton drive up to take a look at the house. It did not go well.
Highlighter pin literally exploded everywhere. It's all over.
So,
Oh no, Cam.
I
I'm
want to
sorry
take
to hear
everybody back here. A place I knew about when I was a kid. Haven't been able to find it since. But let me tell you, it's an eerie place. I got to show everybody this now that I found it again. Brought my buddy Ashton with me.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. But
Comfy.
Moon. I get a bad feeling every time I come in here.
Why'd you have to come here on a full moon night?
I don't know.
Goodness.
We should be coming up on it here pretty quickly.
Oh, I've seen this one on TikTok.
Oh yeah,
There it is.
look at that.
I'm telling you, some bad stuff happened back here.
So some people will be like, why would these guys be going at nighttime, right? Which generally is my thought. Like, why would you go at night? For most people, why would you go at night? Based off the name of this guy's TikTok account, though, I assume that he's also a hunter. They don't care about being out at nighttime. Like, from my experience, hunters are just like, yeah, it's when animals come out. You know, like, there's just different game at nighttime. Yeah, but yeah, his buddy's got a point. Why'd you go out on full moon, man? Man's out here looking for werewolves.
All right.
Casey.
I gotta take you and show you this place.
Casey.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this. Why is the tire swing moving in this tree? Casey.
Well, it's entirely possible that a bear was playing with it, or a raccoon, or if you got mountain lions.
I really don't want to.
Or there's wind.
Dude, this is an eerie place, man. There's some bad
All
stuff
three of those
happening
animals
here in the
like to
70s.
play with tire swings or swings of
Bad
any kind.
juju
Really.
here.
Well, if I remember correctly, they see a figure in like the left window here. Yeah, right there.
Hold on.
It's a solid
Casey,
mass.
Go back.
Huh.
There was somebody standing in that window.
Shut up.
I seen something in the window, Casey.
Really?
There was something. Give me that light.
All right. Hey, over here, Ashton, on the side, there should be a.
Casey, I seen something.
No, not. Go clear?
Mattress in here? Dude, there was somebody standing right here, or a shadow or something standing here.
Dude, is that blood on that mattress?
Could be.
Come on.
Or animal droppings.
Check it out.
Go ahead and go first, bro. Dude, go. Get out of here. Hurry up, dude. What the go?
Someone can be seen standing in the window of the
It literally just looks like a silhouette cutout.
creepy old house.
So I'm inclined to believe that this one's fake. It's just them setting up a prank kind of thing. But just to fuck with that buddy. And then he just like posted it online, and then it just presented it as a real thing. But I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is 100% fake though.
When they approach the building, a door slams shut and the friends just get out of there.
Valid
Casey explains
response.
that some, quote,
But
bad
that just looks like a cutout.
stuff
And
happened
then
in the
if
house
you
in the
watch,
19
it goes off screen. And then that person could have gone behind that other door with it. And then when they came in, bada boom. Just a random guy number 3 in a
70s,
black hoodie.
but he
Oh,
doesn't
no.
elaborate on the story. So just what did the guys catch on camera? Is it real?
Just
Or
because
is
the way it
all
reflects the
just
light
an elaborate
just
hoax?
makes it look like it's like
You
cardstock
decide.
or something.
Guardian Angel. Only a few months ago, TikTok user Tana Witt went through a devastating tragedy when her brother suddenly and without warning passed away. Tana's brother was incredibly close to her family, including her 2-year-old daughter, Evelyn. One night, Tana and her daughter are home alone when something happens that shocks Tana to her core.
Months after my brother passed away, and she still talks to him or about him every day.
Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to?
Now, it's entirely possible the kid just has an imaginary friend, and the imaginary friend is the uncle. Can't take that out of the equation. But
Who are you talking to? Evelyn. Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to?
Evelyn seems to be talking to someone that we can't see.
congratulations, your child has schizophrenia.
And creepiest of all, a whispering male voice can be heard that seems to say, Uncle.
I don't hear that as a voice. I hear that as just something sliding.
Who are you talking to?
Even stranger, baby Evelyn seems to have heard the voice as she happily shouts "Uncle" over and over.
Who are you talking
to? It's a nice sentiment. I'd like to think it, but it's entirely possible the kid just has an imaginary friend. And that imaginary friend is the uncle that she was close with. That's more concerning. The no.
Tana believes that without a doubt her 2-year-old daughter is speaking with her deceased brother, and that Evelyn is being looked after by her loving uncle from the other side.
And what was with the no?
Keep a knocking. TikTok user Maru75 from Germany claims that one night he heard some very odd sounds coming from his living room. When he goes to check it out, things take a terrifying turn.
Something behind him moves.
Maru hears knocking from the glass back door, but as he looks, he spots some dark figure moving behind him in the reflection. He spins around, but there's no one there. He turns back toward the door, and the figure is gone, and the door has mysteriously opened by itself. So
I don't like reflections, man.
Or is it just very
Some shit's a little wacky. I personally do not like having reflections
always,
near me.
I leave that up to you to decide.
How would I want to explain this one, though? Well, could be staged. It's entirely possible that when he did that quick turn, that it was a cut, and someone opened the door. Or when he did that quick turn, someone walked up, opened the door, and then got out of sight. Because there was that windowsill on the left, so someone could have been hiding behind that wall. The thing behind him, I don't have as much of an explanation. It is possible that it's just a weird reflection, but I don't like mirrors of any kind, including just glass. Oops.
TikTok user Alexander Henderson says that throughout his life, he's always been prone to sleepwalk during the night. One morning, he wakes up to find his front door wide open. When he checks his security camera, he's shocked by what he finds.
Out of my last apartment because I thought it was haunted.
The reef isn't in the right place anymore, so it's more like that. Cowboy people don't see the ones outside. This one's stacking back so much.
You know, if you are prone to sleepwalking, you should have like countermeasures to keep you in at least your bedroom. Like locks on the door that require a code or something like that.
Alexander seems to be sleepwalking and speaking gibberish when something hanging next to the door starts swinging around on its own, and an empty water jug slides right across the floor. Alexander opens the
Fishing
door,
line though, man.
walks outside, and suddenly screams. He says he has no recollection of what happened to him and has no idea why he screamed. Now, Alexander says he's experienced supernatural activity before, so he begins to suspect that he might have seen something paranormal while sleepwalking. Then, only a day later, this happens.
I'm inclined to believe poltergeist activity now.
A chair moves on its own, the fridge door opens, and what appears to be a pack of plastic spoons is launched off the kitchen counter. Over the next few months, nothing much happens.
The chair could have been by him, but the other two.
Alexander is hanging
maybe
out
the
at his friend Adam's house when he sees something truly chilling. A strange-looking woman wearing a red dress appears to be watching Alexander from the building across the street. Alexander claims that when his friend Adam finally came over to see what was going on, the creepy woman had disappeared. While there, Adam asks Alexander to take a look at a speaker that's been acting up and might be broken. Alexander is still recording and captures something terrifying.
Button on the top and press it. There's a few here, see? Press the one in the middle.
Now it's looking staged. Why is it by the window that he saw the thing? Yeah. Obviously, he wouldn't see that.
Did you see it?
No shit, we saw it. Now I don't believe any of it. It's so staged.
In the reflection of the window, the same
Not just a
woman in red
reflection, you can see the
suddenly be
bitch.
seen standing behind Alexander in the doorway. When he pans around, the woman has moved in an
Literally right there.
instant and is
And he
now
doesn't
standing
react.
right next to him. Who or what could this
And he doesn't react. This is all fake. It's all fake now. I'm sorry. If you didn't post this one, I would have believed you.
Could it be a spirit that attached itself to the sleepwalking TikTok user? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
It's a hoax,
You
homie.
decide.
I'm sorry.
The doll, the demon, and the wardrobe.
Narnia, really? The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe?
TikTok user Steph Garza claims that for the last 10 years she has
Alright.
experienced strange paranormal activity in her home in Mexico after
Don't fuck with paranormal activity in Mexico. Everyone in Mexico knows this. Nah, man. They see paranormal, they're like, nah, not for me. Going the other way. Fuck this shit.
purchasing a creepy secondhand doll. In
Why would you buy a creepy doll? Why?
the beginning, Steph started hearing the unexplained voice of a child
some people do.
crying out from
I
within
don't
her
understand.
home. Finally, she had had enough and just threw the doll away. But unfortunately, the paranormal presence never
Don't use footage like this. That's weird. I don't want to see doll feet slowly walking. That's creepy.
left. One night, Steph hears frightening sounds coming from her bedroom closet. What happens next shocks her to her core.
Espera, espera. Ve. Se está abriendo. ¿Ya viste? No mames. Ya decidió hacerse presente el amigo. Y de día. Ay, no. Miren, 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 miren.
Yeah, but this could very easily be a friend doing that.
Para que no digan que está en la ropa.
But this is also after a cut.
¿Dónde?
A tiny little childlike hand wraps around the closet door and quietly slides it open. Doubtful viewers of Steph's TikTok assume someone must be hiding inside the closet. But
I mean,
Steph
yeah.
shows that there's no one there.
After a cut.
Steph Garza believes that the sinister presence in her home may be a demon, only taking on the form of a small child. But what do you think?
Would not be
Is
a
it real,
demon. My
or
God.
Is it all just an elaborate hoax?
Everyone's
You
like, oh, it's the
decide.
demons. It's the demons. It's the... No, it's not demons.
Thanks so much.
Very rarely is anything ever like a demon that would be messing with you. All right, like it's really not that hard to know, you know, like shit ain't demons. It's never demons ever. Like it would be so rare for it to be anything remotely demon-ish. Okay. Oh, and my computer is freezing up. Let's hope that everything goes well. But yeah, no, it's not a demon. Okay. It's not. Telling you this now. Not a demon. Never a demon. The shit that you're gonna deal with. Never a demon. Oops. Didn't mean to skip my music, but you know what? Whatever. We'll just restart the song. But yeah, that was definitely something. I enjoyed doing that though. Like that was a good little conversation. Why is my music not playing? Hello? But yeah, that was a fun stream. I enjoyed doing that. What do you guys think? Should we do more like this? I know that once I get the new PC, I'll probably be doing like VR chat fairly often, but I feel like watching stuff once in a while, like provided I don't get hit with like a copyright strike for this, you know, I don't mind doing it. But if I get hit with a copyright strike or a takedown, I'll be a little sad. I don't see Nukes doing that because from what I've seen, Nukes is a very good person who likes other creators using their stuff and discussing it. So I don't think I would get hit with anything, but if it does happen, then it won't be happening anymore in the future. But, you know, it was fun. Yeah. So, and I like being able to dissect things and impart my knowledge a little bit on you guys. So it kind of mixes my IRL and my VTuber stuff a bit. Because I wanted to be a horror VTuber at one point, but I don't know about that anymore. There's too many of them that do it way better than I ever could. So I could put my own spin on it, of course, but like I feel like I want to do my own thing. I don't know what I'll do, but I'll do my own thing. Maybe I'll just be like someone that people go to for how would I do this, and then I help them figure it out. And then also making like overlays and shit and helping out others. I also had an idea that I want to run past you guys before we end stream tonight. All right. Now, everyone knows what Patreon is. I did have a Patreon, I just never really used it. But I was thinking, do you think it'd be a good idea to use Ko-Fi instead? Because I already have my Ko-Fi where I post like the overlays that we made together in the past. And it could just be another way for people to support me if they feel like it. And they're able to like tip as much as they want type thing, I think. I don't know how exactly it works. But do you think I should look into that? Because I'm not really interested in doing the whole Patreon thing. But having like another way to support for those that would like to, rather than needing to go through Twitch that it takes 50% of the profit anyways, that would go directly to me. And then there's also like, of course there's PayPal, right, with like tips and whatnot, but I don't want that to be like something that people feel like they need to think about and need to do all the time. But for those that feel like they want to have a subscription to be able to help me out, even if it's like $1 a month, because it might not sound like it, but that helps me out. So what do you think? Should I try and figure out how to set that up? Because there is like a subscription option on there. So I think I could figure it all out. Just as like a little thought experiment on what we could potentially do in the future, you know? Because I don't really want to use Patreon. Like, I already know how Ko-Fi works. Like, I know how Patreon works, but Ko-Fi is easier. So I feel like that'd be better. You know what I mean? Plus, if 11 of you guys were to all do like a monthly subscription of $1, all right, we could have new mouse ears every month. I only need $11 for it. Oh man, just as an idea, you know, I feel like it could be a better alternative to Patreon, because I don't want to try and figure out Patreon, set up all that. Any thoughts on the matter from you guys? Also, I really need to update this overlay more. Like, I see so many things I want to update on it now that I'm like, I gotta do it. I really gotta do it. Definitely gotta do that. I can't stay comfy in this chair anymore. Kind of bites. I should add like an ergo chair to my throne as a list of things that I need to get. Oh man. Like one of those like good like business chairs. I don't think it could hurt, especially if it's easier. Yeah, like it's simpler to set up, and I think it could be like whatever price people want, instead of it needing to be like the minimum of $3 that Patreon has, you know? Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But yeah. Anyways, though, I do feel like that is a good spot to end stream, because it was supposed to be a 2-hour stream. We've now made it to 2.5 hours. So I'm going to check to see who is on for us to go and drop a raid on, because, you know, that's what we do at the end of streams usually. It's been a good day. It's been a fun stream. I found it entertaining. Hopefully you did as well. Now, if only my computer wanted to load, that would be cool. Let's go and see who is on for me to throw you guys at. You know what? I'm gonna throw you guys at an old friend of mine. I haven't spoken to him in a little bit, and I miss chatting with him. And his name on here used to be Papa Vaughn, because he was the first thing that he ever did before he even followed me on Twitch was he ordered me a pizza. So we called him Papa Vaughn. So I'm gonna send you guys over to Vaughn's stream. And it looks like he's playing The Forest. So I haven't seen him in a while. So let's get this all started up and ready to go. Raid. Show him some love. He's a fantastic friend. Even though I haven't spoken to him much lately, that's more on me. So, I appreciate you guys being here. If you'd like to follow me across my various social media, you can find it there. If you're not part of the Discord, check it out. On top of that, if you would like to see all the stuff that I plan to get for my setup eventually, you can find it there on my throne. And what I was just talking about with the support thing, right there over on Ko-Fi. However, also on there, I make free animated backgrounds and free wallpaper or overlays for people. So if that is something that you might be interested in, you can go grab them all there. I appreciate you all being here. You guys are great. I will see you on Wednesday. Maybe we'll do some gaming, maybe not. But yeah, I love you all. Have a fantastic rest of your night, and show Vaughn some love. All right, see you guys later.